Superhero Sunman Registered Sign, Born of Fire and Sky. Part 1. Roil, Into the Inferno of Desperation. First of the two superhero Sunman Registered Sign feature-length motion pictures which together span the debut origin story of superhero Sunman Registered Sign, called Born of Fire and Sky, by Carman Keddy. Based on original Sunman Registered Sign screenplay. Sunman, Born of Fire and Sky, has since been split into two movie portions, a Part 1 and 2. The previous original draft by Carman Keddy. This draft version by Carman Keddy, September 2008. To be re-edited. 2017. Superhero Sunman Entertainment Enterprises. Halifax, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, Canada. 1. EXT. LA. Area beach midnight. A dark crescent of beach faces a moonless black ocean. A lone figure surfs far out on moderate-sized waves. He glides through the waves effortlessly. Fade out. 2. EXT. Same LA. Area beach, few hours later, dawn. Long, deserted sandy beach prior dawn. Out beyond, a dark expanse of ocean with moderate surf. There's a ruby glow at the cloudless sky horizon. A breeze lightly gusts. Comes into view, seated back from the waterline, a lone man, about 25, who wears red swim trunks. Athletic, lean build, and handsome in rough way with his unruly ample blonde locks. A blue, short surfboard is dug upright in the sand behind him. Nearby a large golden retriever watches the shore foam lap about its legs. It looks back eagerly at the man. He ignores the dog as he scans the waves and the horizon. Resigned, the dog trots back near him, sits down, and faces the ocean, too. Down the beach some surfers stand, shoulder deep in the waves, as a clique of mostly male, they jostling, but also a couple pretty young lady, surfer youths, arrive. The young man, Sky, rises to his feet before the brightening glow on the horizon. He spots a baton-like piece of driftwood. He goes to it and picks it up, his dog getting up too and eagerly following him. Sky heaves the stick out into the ocean. The dog charges into the waves after it. The lab swims vigorously out of the floating piece of wood, seizes it in his jaws, turns about, and swims back to shore. Sky watches his soaking wet dog near shore. It clambers onto a dry beach with the stick and trots over it, coming to a stop at the feet of his master. It stands there expectantly, prize in its mouth, then purposefully drops it. The dog looks wantonly up at the man, tongue hanging out. Sky reaches down and picks it up. He feigns throwing it back at the ocean. The dog charges towards the ocean a few steps, then stops, puzzled. It turns around and heads wearily back to Sky. He's laughing at the dog's miscue. Sky. Fell for it again, old pal. You'll never learn, hey. 2. The dog looks like it almost comprehends. In sudden great convolutions, it shakes off its water-laden fur, spraying Sky with salty sea water. Sky. Okay. Now, we're even, all right. Not so dumb. Still want to play, who? He drops to his knees, grabs the dog's neck and wrestles with it a while. Sky collapses breathless, flat back, onto the beach. The sun begins to rise above the horizon. He props his upper body up and stares at it. The dog lies down beside him. Sky. Just look at that sun. Never will tire of it, never. That sun's my inspiration, bet you didn't know that, hey. Yeah, long as she shines on me, I'll shine. Kindred we is, soulmates. Like you and me, pal. Sky rises to one knee as he picks up the stick. The dog leaps to its feet, wildly enthused, eyes fixed intently on the stick. Sky lowers the stick to the dog. It grabs a hold of it in its jaws. They play a contentious game of tug and war with it. On the beach, a good distance behind Sky, walks toward him a reddish auburn-hair 20-something, very attractive, emerald blue-eyed girl in her skimpy red bikini. As she nears the back of Sky, the dog abruptly lets go of the stick. Sky is perplexed. Sky. What, not want to play no more? The dog lays its head on Sky's shoulder while it watches the woman. Sky hears someone is near, but he does not turn about. Cut to EXT. On the woman's legs, feet in sand, day. In slow silky gait, under her well-proportioned legs, her bare cute feet sink, one after another, into the loose sand. Cut to 3. EXT. Beach area around Sky. Next moment. Sky still faces the ocean, sat back on his knees, as she stops behind him. Sky. Up early, hey, K. Didn't think you even breathed till at least 10. K. Not always, Sky. But I do like sleep, you. Sky. Sleep. Hey, what? Some of me sinking into your pretty little head. K. Yeah, right. No, not today, Sky. I was, rudely awakened. Sky. Yeah, and by what? K. No, by whom? You, have got a guest. Sky, intrigued, twists around and looks up at her. He sits back, leaning on his arms, his legs bent at the knees in front of him. Sky. What? At dawn? No one gets visitors at dawn. What, an old flame, or got to? K. Oh, you wish, Sky, but you wish. Sky. So, who then? K. I really can't say. K sinks onto her knees by Sky. The dog comes up to greet her. She rubs the dog's neck much more tenderly than Sky had. K. Hi, ya, you beauty. Sky. Hey, this is Sky. Remember, you're sometimes, but always super, of boyfriend. 4. K continues to adore the dog, as ignores Sky. Sky. What, some kind of conspiracy or something? The big secret at dawn. Think I saw that movie, sometime, ha. K. Nope, not telling. I promised. Sky. Come on, K. I won't let on, you squealed. Can keep a secret too, you know. I'm a big boy now. K. Think so, who? Hi, well, not so sure you'll ever grow up, Sky, ever. Sky. Ouch. Widely grinning, Sky falls flat back on the sand like he's been shot. After a couple seconds prone, Sky playfully lunges forward and pulls K down along with him onto the sand as K shrieks and giggles. Sky props over her and tickles the ticklish girl. Laughingly, she speaks. K. Still not gonna tell. Sky. So, you're not, hey. He messes around with her tidy, though sand-speckled, silky hair. K. Hey. Cut that out. Sky. No, not till you tell me. K. Ain't no way, Jose. Hey, but lay off the hair, would ya? Now. Sky. Well, okay then, but not until you give me a big wet kiss instead. 5. K indignantly pushes Sky back on his rump where he awaits, still expectant. She sighs, then playfully crawls forward until she leans over him. She inches her head close to his. Her lips halt inches above his. She eyes him with demure wonder. Sky grasps her bare shoulders, edges his head up. The lips meet in a long smoldering kiss. They roll over. Sky ends up over top her. Sitting upright, he caresses, smooths her hair. K. Can't lay off the hair, can you? Sky. Nope. Nor you. Funniest darn thing. K. If you not such a. Sky. Great catch. K starts protest. Sky smothers it by another kiss. Butte nuzzles in between them. Laughing, K and Sky fall back into a heap on the sand, entwined together. Scene swells, drifts about the three. Shot rests when it looks out past them at the rising sun. Image of them blurs as the view zooms closer and closer on the shimmering brilliance of the sun until it seethingly, blazingly fills the entire screen. Fade in. EXT. Beachfront cliffback to boats of sky. 10 minutes later. Near cliffback, above ocean high tide reach of the beach, Sky walks into view going towards a small mobile trailer. View looks behind him, revealing the fair bit away waterline of the beach, the sun low above the ocean horizon. The view looks the opposite way as out of Sky's own perspective eyes as he nears the trailer. Sky spies jutting out from the far back corner the toes, then feet of a man's dark tan cowboy boots. View of the jeans-clad legs stuck in them grows. The tilted down, tapered end of a cowboy hat appears of the figure, who leans behind the corner. One plaid long-sleeved arm of the figure tosses a stone at empty beverage cans arranged on a weathered bench horse. One of the cans is knocked asunder. Cowboy hat tilts back down. Sky walks by the corner enough out from it to remain bathed in sun. In full view, shadow, leans the figure of similar build to Sky. His face is hidden under the tilted cowboy hat. 6. In perfect unison, Sky and figure. Hi bro. So how's it going? Figure nudges up his cowboy hat. Uncovers very same beaming face and smile as of Sky's own. Right now indistinguishable, but for the figure's slightly different hairstyle and the presence of his unshaven whiskers, a few days old. Jason. Like aquatic. Sky. You squirt. Sky. Squirt. Mean giant to you, ha. Thought you were out Australia way, still busting dirt bikes and stuff. Jason. Yeah, did that a while. Sky. So what brings you back? Not just to see your big bro. Right. Jace. I brought back a surprise. Sky. Always one for surprises. Got yanked out the womb a couple minutes late. Up and over fried you. Lucky not burned down to a crisp. Jason tips his cowboy hat up a bit more. Jace. Like you ain't just twice as crazy. Took you out a Roil, you ain't got no sense of normal in you, matey. Sky chuckles and Jason joins in. Sky spies a young woman's well-heeled shin, ankle, foot in an elegant red pump jutting out around from the other back corner of the trailer. He drifts her way, eyes moving up one, then two legs, to a short, red, breezy summer dress, bare shoulders, and a bright blue-eye, gorgeous face, under a short, cute, blonde hairstyle. Leaning against the side wall, worldly-wise seeming, she looks wistfully off along the cliffside, away from Sky. She slowly turns Sky's way, looks him over, part bemused, otherwise unreadable. Jason walks in from behind to Sky and stops beside him. Jana's gaze drifts between the two of them, comparing. 7. She zeroes her gaze only on Sky and scrutinizes him. Her jaw drops, some. Absolutely identical to AT with Jason. Sky, dumbfounded himself, lets out the long, slow whistle. Sky. This is some surprise, all right. Jace. Thought even you'd be impressed. Kay walks into view from several yards behind, headed towards Jana. She takes note of all the talk as she nears Jana. Sky. Trying to outdo me one, Jace. Jace. Why, you think I did? Kay. Hey. I'm right here, you know. Sky. Was gonna say, not saying he had, think both you ladies are equally. Mischievously grinning, Sky and Jace together. Just is fine. Jace heads off to where Kay stands a few feet aside of Jana. Sky and Jana remain locked face to face a couple feet apart. Jace stops before Kay likewise. He gives her a bemused wink. Jason extends an arm towards Jana. Jace. Kay, Sky, my fiancée, Jana Wilkes. Jana, elegantly coy, offers her hand to Sky, who grasps it. Their eyes glaze deep into one another's. Jace stirs uneasily. Jace. Hey now, Sky, mine. Kay, yours. Sky breaks out into a big sheepish, gleeful grin. He comes over to Jason and pushes askew Jason's cowboy hat. Sky. But had you going, and big time. Jason's eyes roll skyward. He jabs a sucker's out punch at Sky's shoulder, but Sky catches a hold of his arm, pulls him in toward him. They embrace a while, then stand face to face. 8. Sampled song, There's Nothing Stronger Than Our Love plays. As Sky talks, he catches Jason off guard by a short, sharp jab. Sky. Real happy for you, bro. Had to happen to one of us someday, hey. Better you than me, hey, minnow. K. Still here. You know a really big engagement diamond ring is a girl's best friend, Sky. Exclamation mark. Jana smiles warmly at Sky, winks. He returns a big loopy smile of his own. Jana turns to face to K and offers her hand. Jana. Just horsing. I'd heard about these Anderson boys. Ha. Hi, K-Jan. They always like this together. K. You got it. Jana turns back to Sky. K twitches some. Jana. I couldn't believe my eyes. Sky. Could have fooled me. Jana. Thought the sun was playing strange tricks on me. It's good to finally meet you. Jason had kicking kangaroos in his knickers to get here pronto. Sky. My, but you are a delight. I see Jace has picked up some of my good taste, hey, K. Jason scuffles behind Sky. K comes up near Jace. Jace. Brother, you ain't never dreamed of great taste like mine. Irked, K pokes Jason a blow into his upper other shoulder. Jace winches, then grins, and Sky messes her hair some. 9. Jace. In all matters, CEPTU. This time Sky comes to K's rescue, slapping Jason's hand off her hair. K and Sky chiming in together. Damn right. Jace. Hell, Sky, how about we just Sky and Jace together. Swap them right here and now. Jana and K together. Not gonna ever happen. Exclamation mark. The girls stare amused at one another. Together they turn to face the boys. K and Jana together. Right. The ladies burst out in laughter. The men join in. Butotsin stops between them. It looks curiously at Jason, then Sky, then Jace. He whimpers oddly. Sky notices and strokes the dog's head as Jason starts patting it on the other side of its head. Sky. That's right, Butte. Never seen my uglier half before, have you? It perks its ears. Then stares at Jace, taking to him more. Jace. Think otherwise, don't you, Butte? Jace rubs the dog vigorously. Sky joins in, competing with Jace in doing so. They cease, stand up. Look one another over one more time. View swirls about them, thus, then closes in on the faces. In between, in the distance, the sun's risen higher. An eerily south wind, chill right off the ocean out of nowhere, whips through the hair and knocks Jason's hat off his head. He doesn't pick it up, just stares at it, odd look on his face, as well as Sky's. A past eerie memory, the recalling from the day the dad vanished. View closes on the faces more. Sky's face, facing the sun, is bathed in an orange, reddish sheen. Jace's face, mostly in shadow, is pale. View closes on Jace, alone, fades out slow. 10. EXT. Small airplane, flying, noon. Last vestige. If Jace's face fades to white as the view otherwise pulls back from a white cloud to display a mostly blue noonday sky, less than then the sun's rays glinting brilliantly off the side of small silver aircraft. View closes in on the closed door of the airplane. EXT. Inside small airplane, noon. Sky, in a blue jumpsuit, rigged to skydive, seats near the door of the snug confines of the aircraft. K, not wearing a parachute pack, seats beside him, farther from the door. Just beyond, further behind, lie on the floor a few, all ready to don parachute packs. A sharp-eyed, mid-40, rugged, black man, rigged to jump, like Sky, stands a few feet in front of the door, across from Sky. He eyes Sky and K, peering at each other, silent, amid the clamor of the plane. Sky gazes at the gruff expression of the black man who stares at them and the lovelorn with disdain. Sky smiles broadly at him at that. This annoys the man more. K laughs. Black man. Get the hell out of my face, Sky. Sky laughs and winks at K. Sky. You ever smile, Wild Bill? Wild Bill. You ever don't? Sky. Nope, never. Right, K. K. Never. Why, I so love you, dear. Sky squirms uncomfortably as he stares into her eyes, then quickly averts from them. Wild Bill chuckles. Sky looks at him, surprised. Wild Bill. Try getting out of that one. Hum. Sky flashes him a hot eye, then turns from the two of them to ponder solely on the closed door. Bill's etched frown returns. K sighs louder. She looks at Bill. He shrugs the barest of a shrug. She resumes her probing stare on the back of Sky's head. Sky twists about slow to face her. He leans in close, stares at her, this time unwaveringly, with alert eyes. K's taken aback. 11. Sky. K, you know, jump. Like no better time than now. Old Bill take you down, piggyback. Sky glances at the all-ready-to-put-on jump packs near K. He teasingly grins at Bill. Sky. Won't you, Bill? Ill at ease, Bill is gruffly queasy. Sky chuckles at that. He returns to face K. Sky. You had all the ground training you need. The whole Bill shot. K. Take a rain check, thanks, anyway. Sky. You don't know what you're missing. It's like great sex, more, the most incredible rush. Sky leans in really close and pulls lightly at her jacket. Sky. Don't you need to just let go? Deliberately smirky, K. What of my jacket? Sky. Ha ha. No of this. He tries lift up one of her planted feet. Can't. He points at her midsection, midst at her fear. K pales, trembles, gulps. She shakes her head slowly, apologetic, usual bright eyes tinged sad. Sky teeters on letting it go. K breath of relief turns into surprise when Sky waxes daydream-like into one last attempt. Sky. You know when life throws its baddest, high screwballs. Closes in all around. You feel confined, afraid to move, you know, locked in inside yourself. Heck, and you're liable to just become a veggie. Sky piercingly smiles at her. K frowns. Like her now. 12. Sky. That's when. Sky closes one of his fists demonstratively tightly. He slowly opens it like there, releasing pent-up compressed steam. He blows the steam like off his palm. Sky. Got to let it go. Free fall. Wow, baby. Right into arms of the dream, the hope, love, whatever. The greater all. The cheesecake. Sky snaps out of his muse with the widest of grins. K returning a smile, while quivers too. She places a hand over her other hand to conceal her trembles. Sky spots that. He gently, but firmly, sandwiches her hands between the safety of his two hands. Sky. That's why I do it. You understand. Only way to free my soul. Woo, look at me. I'm so totally wired and not even jumped yet. Don't you want to feel that? This. K. I don't. Sky laughs. Sky. Go on, trust life with your life. Thing I do the best. He releases her hands, they yet tremble, but more slightly. He leans back. Sky's apologetic. He sighs. He breaks into a wide, teasing smile. Sky. Sure, not want to come along for the ride. The rush. K. You trust this, why not in me? My judgment. Sky's the one taken aback now. Bill leans forward with a look of gruff satisfaction. Bill. TKO in the 12th round, folks. Sky on the cue, slow motion feigns, taking a TKO punch to the head. He recovers to resort to try and mess with K's hair. K, in a no-nonsense, fumed state, catches both his arms and holds them. She places them firmly back by his sides, pinning them there. 13. K sees a vague dread, a loss of sureness, disturb him. She lets go of his arms. K. Sky, look, I didn't mean to rain on your head. A vision again. Sky. Weird vibes. Something not right. Before he left, Jace and I had a pretty decent spate, even for us. Smiling sheepishly, K. I know. Over me. Sky. Yeah. And hardly a peep from him, 5 years, but through Mom. But now there's something more, beyond, going on, I feel. Outside this hitched business. But only glimpse, as fuzzy as coughed up fur balls. K. He just came around, is all. Look, you and Jason, you're not your father. Sky. As everyone keeps telling us. While saying how alike we are, too. Ha. K. Okay, like as not just me, put a damper on you, hey. Rain check, Sky. Someday, maybe. Sky. Jump. But only if you jump, for you, not just for me. Okay, then. Later, sometime. Deal sealed. K. You, too. Later, sometime. She leans in and kisses him. In mid-kiss, Sky's puzzled frown turns to wry yet dour smile as he gets the meaning in her words of the then, them getting hitched official. Bill watches them with an acrid scowl. Bill. You stop that. We near overtop. Sky overtop. Sky breaks free of the kiss. Sky. Say something, old man. Bill. Who you calling old, diaper ass? Sky smiles, sticks a thumb in his mouth, and makes a loud popping noise as he pulls it back out from against his cheek. 14. Bill, very annoyed, glares at Sky. Sky smiles more widely. Bill waves dismissingly at Sky's chest to his jumping gear. Sky mouths, okay, boss. Grinning, he begins tightening his straps. He tests the fastenings, adjusts everything just so. Bill follows suit. Sky swirls his neck, arms, torso, loosening. Bill remains as sternly rigid as ever. For the floor, Sky picks up, cradles in his arms, a bright red and yellow sun image emblazoned skydiving board. Bill draws in very close to the closed door, Sky still across from him, to its other corner. Bill. All secure, Sky. Okay. I'm opening up. Clear. Sky nods. With a powerful thrust, Bill slides wide open the door. Powerful, roaring gusts of wind rush into the plane and pummel them. Out through the gap is blue sky. Bright glints from the sun, unseen above the plane, glint off metal parts. Bill holds on to one wall edge of the gap, Sky the other. Sky sucks in a deep breath of air. Eyes gleaming, he, amused, glances back at K. He yells over the roar of air. Sky. Later. I'll hold you to that. He reaches out his free arm, reassuringly grips her shoulder. K. Get out. Before I kick your butt out the door. Sky bends as he twists his rear towards her. Sky. Here, try. Bill. Hey, no horsing around. Ain't no freaking time. You don't jump now and I'll kick your butt. Button good, clear to Kentucky. Sky returns him the obligatory, annoying grin. K holds a interior support brace with one white knuckles hand though she's tatted. She leans her face up close to Sky's ear. K. Hold you to it, you know, too. Sky withdraws his arm. He straightens and uncomfortably faces her as K widely smiles at him. 15. Bill. Overtop. Go time. Sky gladly turns aside from K to face the gap. He plants one free hand to one wall edge side of it as his other holds his board close into his chest. He solemnly contemplates blue sky and abyss, then twists back about to flash a grin at Bill and K, startling them. Sky reaches his board up above his head with both arms. He turns back to face the void. He whoops loudly and leaps explosively out the door just ahead of a sharp swipe of Bill's foot aimed for Sky's butt. Bill turns to K. Bill. And he calls me wild. You got yourself one handful, K. She nods distractedly. Cautiously, she leans forward to look out over the edge, down at Sky as he recedes fast, further below. She sees Sky curl tight into a ball. Also, he brings his board down near and just below his feet. EXT. Freefall noon. Sky secures his feet in the board's foot restraints. He unfurls from his balled-up position to assume a crouching stance. The board slows his full rate and skitters of the air turbulence like a snowboard off icy snow. Sky checks his wrist altimeter. He surfs air like as surfs an ocean wave, doing cutbacks in, out, across and over the pseudo-liquid of the air surface. Snowboarding like with bent aside legs, he flares left, right. Abruptly he stops going side to side and just slices a straight ahead down line like going down a ski hill on a direct such speed. He spreads his arms straight out either side of him. Brings them in nearer. Till tucked around his waist he twists his torso. Legs and board, round and round, faster. Underneath him, like his feet on the board, is an inverted blender blade, and he put a blur of spinning motion. In full spin, he flips his body upside down, his board feet now rotating above his head in rapid swirl like a helicopter blade. He flips his fast, rotating body from vertically up, down, to a sideways orientation with respect to the ground, so spins the length of his body round and round now that orientation. His entire body thus rotating horizontally looks like a helicopter blade that twists as it turns. He spins horizontally sideways. He dampens the board's twisting motion till there's none, and Sky but rides around and around the endless curved wall insides of an invisible tornado twister like as a stunt biker rides round the inner equator of a dome enclosure. Sky casually spirals out of the spin until he's back upright and skies with small board motions like down icy snow. Ground looms. Motion relatively calm now. He spots two figures and dog below on the ground. 16. EXT. Airport runway and blacktop expands, noon. Jason, Jana, in sunglasses, watch Sky above. Beauty nearby roams. Sky's sinuous back forth, snake-like in azure sky. Jana. Wow, that was something. Jace. That's nothing, watch this. Jana. More. Isn't he too? Jace. Almost. Jace grins. Jana, a white a pale, gasps. Sucks in her breath. EXT. Freefall, noon. Sky quickly checks the altimeter, needle crosses into the red. Hastily Sky pulls a wire. Small